Welcome back, Amiibros, to Donkey Kong Country. In the last episode, after clearing up Vine Valley, we made our way into the next world, Gorillia Glacier. Got a taste of things to come in the form of its first level, Snow Barrel Blast. In this episode, we'll be slipping and sliding into the next set of levels, starting with, of course, Slip and Slide Ride. Emphasis on slipping and sliding because ice physics, of course. And DK was looking pleased as punch about that prospect. What can you expect, though? You're in an ice world, DK. Can't do much about the cold, my friend. But you do have your pal Diddy to help you keep warm, as well as your drive to collect every single last banana that they stole from you. You truly are an inspiration to us all, DK. Inspiration! But one thing I also forgot to mention was that we'll also be filling a couple bonus rooms, because fuck me, I could not care less about some of these bonus rooms. But you know what? It'd be like that, because sometimes you just want to get a move on and avoid playing the same damn roulette wheel that the game peppers throughout. You know? You just want to get a move on. And can you really be mad at me for that? No, not at all. I mean, come on, I'm in the 40s in terms of lives. They've peppered bananas all over the place, though I gotta say I'm a little hesitant to eat a frozen banana, even if it's in a pretty cave like this, you know? Funny enough, Slip and Slide Ride is the only kind of level that has you go through an ice cave. After this, you don't see it again. At least in DKC2, it's a lot more prominent, but this is the only level that has a setting like this. And it's kind of a shame, too, because this, without a doubt, is one of the prettiest levels in DKC1, period. You know, every time I go through this level, I'm always reminded of Spyro because of, you know, how the icicles look like diamonds. Maybe they could be diamonds, but I don't know. I don't think so. I might be an idiot for saying that, but that's what they look like to me anyway. I mean, if they are icicles, then hot damn, these are the most bulky and pretty icicles I've ever seen. I'm also reminded of the metal caverns from Super Mario 64. You know when you're about to unlock the metal cap and you see those bulky ass diamonds in full 3D? Who knows, maybe the developers, when they were crafting Super Mario 64, they were inspired by this level. It's possible. The icicles in this level do bear a striking resemblance to the diamonds in Super Mario 64, you know, despite the main difference being that both of them exist on a different dimensional plane, and that had to be like one of the most nerdiest things I've ever said. Jesus Christ. But another thing this level reminds me of, at least in terms of its music, it reminds me of like the holidays. And Jesus Christ, Diddy! Oh my god, don't take after your Uncle DK where you are attempting to bite on the balls of death right there. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, that's how I was feeling as I was playing this. I'm like, Jesus, Diddy, you almost died. Ooh. But yeah, as I was saying, the music in this level just reminds me of the holidays, where it has like that kind of, I don't want to say Christmassy feel, because there are other holidays besides Christmas during December. But yeah, when you get the chance, give this track a listen, and you'll see what I mean. But unfortunately, I can't climb up that rope, because the main gimmick behind that level was that you have two types of ropes. The red ropes slide you down, the blue ropes slide you up, as you just saw. But on to the next level, Ice Age Alley, and our vision's already obscured, but it's not that bad. It's only for the opening parts of the level. As you progress further, it dies down. Thank God. See, look at that. Clear view. And unfortunately, as we were about to see clearly, Espresso ditched us. Sorry, Espresso. Better luck next time. Yeah. With all the bottomless pits around you, you really don't want Espresso right here. Because, again, he can't jump on anything. You know, try to have him jump on the neckies or the clap traps, and Espresso will just take a hit. You know, and I don't get that. Espresso has those awesome Reebok pumps. I'm just assuming they're Reebok pumps, at least in my headcanon they are. But yeah, he has those awesome shoes on, and yet he can't jump on anything. Meanwhile, the Kongs aren't wearing anything on their feet, and yet they can jump on anything just fine. Well, except zingers. You know, you can't jump on zingers, Kongs, unfortunately. Although Winky can jump on I was about to say fingers. Zingers? Winky can jump on God, I was about to say it again! I can't speak today. My brain is all mush. When is my brain not mush? I guess when I'm reading it. Wow, that claptrap just clapped Donkey so hard he fell off. Don't mess with the claptrap, Donkey Kong. You'll get clapped. And Diddy misses the platform. Oof. Yeah, during that part of the level, the camera is very slow to catch up, so you gotta either wait for it to catch up, or take a chance and ride the steel keg and see what happens. You know, kind of trial and error design right there. I don't see why the camera couldn't just speed along with you. I mean, the camera, all in all, is pretty good at keeping pace with the Kongs as they're running, but I guess in this part, it's like, oh, gotta slow down a bit. You know, resorting to a leap of faith design, and I thought I could press my luck a second time like I did with Slip and Slide Ride, but I pressed my luck too hard. No, and right at this part of the level, you got to deal with Manky Kong at the highest point of the incline. Thankfully, that Manky Kong wasn't the worst. It's this one right here that's a pain to deal with, because you either have to get real lucky with your jump or your roll, and pray that you can hit Manky before he throws the barrel, because, again, if he throws the barrel, that's a Kong lost. And you do not want to lose a Kong when you're that close to the end of the level. It is such a bitter pill to swallow. Anyway, on to Croctopus Chase, and this, like Slip and Slide Ride in terms of aesthetics, is a level that is just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, just how the blue complements the background, or like the different shades of blue. Oh my goodness. I'm a big fan of blue, in case you couldn't tell. But my thoughts on Gorillia Glacier as a world aside, it is host to some of my favorite looking levels. Speaking of which, you've definitely noticed by now that Donkey Kong Country 1, as well as later games in the series, look surprisingly different compared to a lot of other games on the Super Nintendo. Well, the reason for that is that Donkey Kong Country, well, the first one, at least, was one of the first games to pioneer the use of pre-rendered graphics. Pre-rendered graphics, to put it simple, are 3D models of characters and levels compressed into 2D images, along with their animations. What you're seeing on screen aren't sprites, but rather flat pictures, which allow for more detailed animations that you couldn't get with regular sprite work. You can see this when in the Kong's idle animations, when you see Donkey Kong like just pound his chest, or when Diddy Kong is taking off his hat and scratching his head. Animations like that help give a better feel for who the Kongs are in terms of their personality. Back in the day, this was considered a really big thing, because you gotta remember, Donkey Kong Country 1 released in 1994, and game developers were very limited in terms of their hardware to simulate or even create games within a 3D space. And then you have this game, which is practically the first of its kind, simulating 3D-like environments as well as 3D-like characters. You know, nothing is really on a flat plane. And yeah, many games that have used this graphical style have aged rather poorly, but I've always felt that the Donkey Kong Country series, to be the outlier. Again, it's because of just how lively the Kongs are, as well as the levels themselves. They feel organic and fresh every time you boot the game up. You know, and I realize that's a very subjective opinion. You know, people that didn't grow up during the mid, early, and late 90s and seeing this type of graphical style might consider it to be very ugly, especially if, you know, you're playing this on an HD TV and you really see the seams that make up the whole. But as someone who was born very late into the 90s and, you know, only got a taste for this game during the mid-2000s, I don't know. I think the game still looks good even today. But, you know what they say, beauty is within the eye of the beholder, after all. And on that note, We're going to call it a day for this episode of Donkey Kong Country, me bros. Next time, we head into Torchlight Trouble. See you guys then.